And what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the show tonight, here live, Full Velocity TV at the Kokomo Speedway, the Jackpot Modified Series Dirt Racing Series presented by VLR, live tonight here at the Kokomo Raceway. This track was picked about 30 minutes ago, and we are all scrambling, but we are ready to go, locked and loaded for what is going to be one full jam-packed night of Full Velocity TV. Thank you out there, everybody watching on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch TV. Phil the cast here, along with Mr. Too Tall, Todd Stanton, as always, for the controls at Full Velocity TV. And Todd, we come back here, the first of what is going to be a long 7 weeks. It is going to be a hot 7 weeks here on the docket. VLR Jackpot Modified Series. This is going to be a hot time, and we roll into Kokomo tonight. It is going to be an awesome show, and we're thrilled to be a part of the series.
Definitely thrilled to be a part of the series here over to VLR. Got to thank those guys for having us aboard here once again. Full Velocity TV cannot be prouder than these guys. Watching qualifying times go up on the board, Phil, we have an action-packed night in store for everybody out there in Facebook Live, YouTube, and also Twitch here for everybody out there joining in. It is going to be action-packed. 6 heat races here this evening, and we're going to play a little bit of the alphabet soup here too tonight.
We have Alphabet Soup and Sliders on the docket here live on Full Velocity TV. These modifieds are out in a big way here tonight. As Todd said, scheduled on the docket, 6 heat races. We're going to do some Alphabet Soup as far as a D main, a C main, a B main, and that will get us into what I believe is a 20-car main event that's going to be set here tonight here from the Kokomo Speedway. The quarter-mile track out here in the middle of Indiana. Really great track these guys have done here in iRacing. This thing is really cool. Done a couple of races here now. Have not turned any laps here at Kokomo, Todd. I know you're more of the sim racer than I am. You've been out there in these modifieds, late models at Kokomo. For viewers who may be seeing this track for the first time, never had taken a lap on it like I, what can they expect to see here live tonight on Full Velocity TV?
Going to see a lot of hard racing here at Kokomo. It's been a fantastic track here so far. iRacing Simulation. I enjoy this track. I enjoy the shorter the track, the better here. Modifieds are going to be able to sling it in there. They're going to have some slide jobs here tonight. And I'm going to wait and see what's going to happen here. Sometimes the high groove comes in a little bit better than the bottom. I usually, in an open setup, I usually set myself up for the bottom because everybody usually tries to go to the top. They try to ride that cushion, Phil. So I don't know. I mean, we got a lot in store for us here tonight. Who's going to be here tonight? That's all the questions going to be asked.
Oh, that's exactly right. It's going to be a hot evening, going to be an electric evening, going to be a super fast evening. So if you're out there watching on Facebook Live, share our video, show everybody what's going on. If you're watching out there on YouTube, well, make sure you subscribe. You'll know every time Full Velocity TV goes out there. And, of course, Twitch TV. You're watching on Twitch TV tonight, guys. You got to make sure you follow us on Twitch TV as we announce today new programming coming out here to Full Velocity TV in the next couple of weeks, all details. But the race shop is coming to Full Velocity TV here coming in the year 2019. So more details to come on that. So like us, share us, follow us. Any way we can do it here to keep us know. We're here live on Full Velocity TV out here at VLR tonight, the Dirt Series, Jackpot Modified Series, Dirt Racing Modified Series, I should say. Got to thank our sponsors here on Full Velocity TV, of course, Spatafora Firearms, and our friends over at DirtSeries.com. 2 great sponsors have come aboard. We would love to have more. If you're interested in being a part of our programming, get a hold of us here on Full Velocity TV. Send us a direct message here on Facebook through our Facebook Live page, or get us through an old-fashioned email, fullvelocitytv@gmail.com is how you can get a hold of us now and, tell us what you're thinking out there. We'll absolutely talk to you and see what you've got going on. But here tonight, live at the Kokomo Speedway, qualifying has just wrapped up. Quick time tonight. Going to be put down by car number 12, Alex Bergeron, a 13.239. DJ Kolanowski, second quick, a 13.315. So that is going to set the grid here for what is going to be the first of 6 very wild heat races, Todd. 11 drivers going to take the green flag, 12 laps in distance. The top 3 are going to advance here to our A main later on. So without further ado, what do you say we dive into tonight's starting lineup?
Yeah, starting lineup for heat race number 1 here. Starting on the pole, no surprise here, the number 12, Alex Bergeron, stands for the outside. Driving the number 47, that's Lucas Chowning. Inside row number 2, starting in that third starting position. Driving the 442, that's Jordan Casey. And outside of him, that is the Team Friday sponsor machine, that's Shane James. Inside row number 3, driving the number 99, that's Dylan Fox. Outside of him is David Cobb in the number 11 machine. 7th starting position, driving the number 420, that's Eric Elmore. And starting 8th is a 03 of Dylan Thomas. Inside row number 5, starting in that 9th starting position, that's the number 9. That's Dennis Polchitz Jr. And outside of him is Garrett Niebuhr in the number 19. And last on the field here in the 06, that's Austin Carnley.
So we got 11 drivers here going to take to the speedway for what is going to be a 12-lap heat race around this quarter mile. We saw qualifying times here just at 13.2, 13.3. So this is going to get away in a hurry here. Cars are up on the grid. The last command's coming down from race control. It's going to be a double file restart to start. There is a 1 caution rule. Once a caution comes out, they go to single file restart for the entire night here. So we're going to have to follow along. You guys have to be there following along here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch TV. What do you say we get ready, set to go here for heat race number 1? The Prodigy up on the front row. The number 12, Alex Bergeron, Lucas Chowding, Jordan Casey, Shane James coming out from row number 2. Keep an eye on that very fast. Number 3 is now green flag up in the air. We are racing at the Kokomo Speedway.
Racing down into turn 1, Alex Bergeron to the top shelf of the speedway. That number 12 machine, he inherits the lead as he charges hard. Down here into turn number 3, Lucas Chowding running in that 2nd spot.
Chowding slipping into 2nd here. Good race going on for around that 3rd spot. Shane James is there in the 3 car. Jordan Casey's 442 right there in line, but they're chasing Alex Bergeron. He's out to a 5-car length advantage. It is extending as they exit turn 2.
That's extending as Alex Bergeron, Lucas Chowding, your top 2. Right now, the battle for that 3rd spot. Yellow flag going to fly here already here in heat race number 1. That's going to restack and repack the field here. We're going to see what's going to happen on this start. I know the 442 of Jordan Casey right now on that bubble spot. We're going to pay close attention to that 442 machine. It's Shane James right there nipping at his heel. Dylan Fox is right there also in that spot. Looks like maybe Shane James now on the bubble spot there. He is currently running 3rd, so he did nip him at the line. So Shane James already able to get around that 442.
And you got to get all you can for those positions in a hurry. A 12-lap heat race. The call from the starter stand, the 06 was in charge, involved in the caution. Austin Carnley charged our first incident here tonight, so that's going to put him to the back of the field. But they are calling for a double file restart. They'll take one chance at it in a heat race. They can get a double file restart. They will let it go. But if it comes out again, Todd, you will see these guys call for a single file restart. But it's going to be Alex Bergeron, Lucas Chowding, Shane James, he's on the bubble spot. Jordan Casey, Dylan Fox, that's your current top 5. Green flags back up in the air.
Green flag back in the end. Look at the start. Bergeron gets into turn number 1, up on the top shelf immediately, and he's pulling away from Lucas Chowding, who's running in that 2nd spot. Shane James, meanwhile, in 3rd, trying to challenge for that 2nd spot. Look at James, high, wide, and handsome in that number 3 machine. He's trying to take over the 2nd spot. Does not look like he's going to prevail so far here. We got 6 laps remaining here around Kokomo.
6 more times around. Alex Bergeron out to a 8-car length advantage into turn 3, diving to the bottom part of the racetrack. You also see that number, I can't see the screen, the number 47 of Lucas Chowding, currently 2nd. Shane James is running at the bottom, and 3rd is now caution flag going to come out once again. Caution flag number 2 here in heat race number 1. So I think we know Kokomo, Todd, a very tight little racetrack here. Things can happen in a definite hurry, and I think that's what we're going to see here over the course of the night. We're going to see some good racing, but things are so tight quarters. The track is so small. Guys are going to dive for the top side, shoot down to the bottom. You're going to see contact. You're going to see cars going around, and I think this one, I think it may have got Dylan Fox's number 99. I think that's what I'm seeing on my screen. Going to wait from race control to assess their penalties. These guys at VLR do an outstanding job. The first time I was here, completely blown away by the way these guys run the show. But this one being called a racing incident, it looks like between the 99 of Dylan Fox and the 03 of Dylan Thomas. So both those cars going to go to the rear. They're going to be starting there, it looks like 8th and 9th, respectively. Austin Carnley's car behind the wall. Dennis Potridge, number 9, he's also behind the wall. So 9 of those 11 drivers still left on the racetrack, all of them left on a lead lap. But who can chase down Alex Bergeron, Todd, is we're going to have, I think, a green checker, maybe a green-white checker to settle this thing. Bergeron, Chowding, and Shane James, your current top 3. Believe we may be coming to green this time.
And green flag is in the air, and the loud pedal is down once again for Alex Bergeron down here in the turn number 1. We are on the final lap here. 3 positions up for grabs here for the A main. Right now, Lucas Chowding on the top side, Shane James on the bottom. He's trying to take over 2nd, not going to do it off the corner. It's going to be Alex Bergeron, Lucas Chowding, and Shane James making their way to the A main. The rest of these guys are going to have to play a little bit of alphabet soup.
Yeah, we're looking for some alphabet soup here. It'll be the first time I've ever seen it here live in person on Full Velocity TV. So this is going to be an awful lot of fun for all of us involved out there. Thanks to all you that have tuned in. Facebook Live, you guys out there, if you're watching, make sure you share it. Let everybody know what's going on. YouTube Live, subscribe, share that link as well. And also on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/Full Velocity TV. A lot of stuff going on there. But heat number 2 going to roll onto the speedway as we speak, and this is how they're going to come to green. On the pole is going to be car number 15. That is DJ Kolanowski, and parked alongside of him in the very fast number 00. That is Kendall Tucker. Row 2 to the inside. The 35 car is Nick Cooper. Parked next door to him, the 28. That is Trevor Fitz. Tyler Hellam's going to roll off tonight from position number 7. He's in car number 54. The 5 car rolls off of the 6th position. That is Eddie Underwood. Clay Debin going to roll off next aboard car number 84. He is going to start 7th and park next door to him in the fast number 55. That is Brandon Schmidt. 9th starter on the grid here tonight, going to be the 68 car of Darren Litterall and the number 24 of Kyle Hervey. He's going to roll off here 10th. So 10 drivers onto the racetrack there, Todd, for heat race number 2. I believe they have all made the call onto the speedway. So 10 cars, 12 action-packed laps, green flags up in the air.
Green flags up in the air, and DJ Kolanowski on the loud pedal the quickest here. As that green flag as he's working his way through turns 1 and 2, down into turn number 3. It's Kolanowski, Kendall Tucker, Nick Cooper running in that 3rd spot in the number 35 machine, trying to make things happen. 3 wide down the front straightaway, fell into turn 1.
Who is going to get fried into turn number 1 there, 3 wide. You see that awesome panel going on for the 3rd spot. You see Tyler Hellam's there, the 54. Nick Cooper's 35. Tyler Fitz, the 28. They are all there shooting for position, but meanwhile up front is DJ Kolanowski. He's pulled away to a 1.2 second advantage over Kendall Tucker. They're headed off turn 4.
Yeah, DJ Kolanowski having a pretty good run in that number 15 machine. Anytime you can set sail on the field in this strength is a really good job for that number 15 machine. Kendall Tucker running in that 2nd spot in that double knot machine. Nick Cooper right now in 3rd, but he's trying to fire back on the outside on the top shelf of the speedway here at Kokomo. Running in that 3rd spot, he's got a comfortable cushion in between himself and Tyler Hallam in that number 54 machine here. So top 3 right now trying to run away and hide.
Top 3 trying to run away off of turn number 4. Popsicle Stick's going to go in the air. We're going to be halfway home for our race leader up there, the number 15 of DJ Kolanowski. Kendall Tucker right there in 2nd. Nick Cooper is 3rd. He's got that coveted transfer spot. A little bit of cushion over himself. Tyler Hellam's 4th. Trevor Fitz, the 28, currently running 5th. They come off of turn number 4 this time around. You can see Nick Cooper there, Todd. He's got a pretty healthy advantage. About 7 car lengths they head down the backstretch.
Yeah, pretty good healthy advantage here for these guys. DJ Kolanowski right now out to a pretty decent advantage over the rest of the field right now in that 15 machine. We have 5 laps remaining here around Kokomo. 0-0 Kendall Tucker trying to close the gap between himself and the 15 machine. Nick Cooper right now running in that 3rd spot. Tyler Hallam running 4th. Trevor Fitz running in that 5th spot. And that number 20 machine, or 28 machine, he's trying to close in the gap here. Not able to do so here so far. But these guys fighting tooth and nail for that 2nd spot, Phil.
Yeah, they really are. That is a really good, clean race. Cooper keeps trying to make his run up to the outside. You see Kendall Tucker keep changing his line. He'll run low through 3 and 4. He'll run up high through 1 and 2. So you can see Kendall Tucker there trying to maintain that advantage. But here comes Nick Cooper to the outside once again. He can't quite find that running room. Kendall Tucker, Todd, he's really found something there. Using different lanes on each end of the racetrack. He's making it work. He's keeping that 35 car behind him.
Yeah, definitely keeping that 35 car behind him. Last week's feature winner here, but right now he's trying to set his sights on that 00 machine and just trying to get around him there in the 35 machine. You can see him all the way on the top shelf of the speedway here, trying to work his way around that double knot machine. Kendall Tucker is the checker flag going to fly. DJ Kolanowski going to pick up the win. Kendall Tucker for 2. For 3, Nick Cooper. The rest of those guys going to go to the B, C, and D main here this evening.
Absolutely right. Tyler Hellam, Trevor Fitz, Eddie Underwood, Clay Debin, Darren Litterall, Brendan Schmidt, and Kyle Herb. They're going to go to our alphabet soup, D main, C main, B main, wherever we got on the docket. All I know, Todd, is heat number 3 starting to roll this way on the racetrack. This one is loaded with heavy hitters as well. Take us through a lineup.
Yeah, heat number 3, the starting lineup is going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 10, that's Skylar Brown. His dancing partner to the outside, driving the number 14, that's Shad Prescott. Inside row number 2, starting at third starting position, that's the number 93, that's Kyle Morris. And outside him is the 42 of Virgil Graham. Inside row number 3 in the fifth starting position, that is Jonathan Smith. Outside of him is Nick Del Campo in the number 05 machine. Seventh starting position is the number 37, that's Randall Carter. Outside of him, the 38 of Rusty Kruger. Inside row number 5, starting in the ninth starting position, that's 156 of Mike Molnar. And outside of him is the number 80 machine of Dylan Wilson.
There you go. 10 drivers going to take to the field here for heat race number 3. It's been an awesome night so far. 2 really good heat races. A little bit of caution through heat 1. A very clean race through heat number 2. What is this third one going to bring? They're going to come off of the racetrack here, off of turn number 4. You can see the lights on top of the iRacing.com pace truck are all extinguished. We are ready to set this thing loose for 12 more action-packed laps. Skylar Brown and Shad Prescott. That is a very fast front row. Going to bring us to green. Kyle Morris, Virgil Graham make up row 2. Green flags up in the air. We're racing into turn 1.
Green flag down into turn number 1. Skylar Brown has a contact made. The 14 runs into the side of the 10 there. The 14 is Shad Prescott, but those guys are able to gather it back up. Still top 3 positions. Still Shad Prescott in second. Virgil Graham running in that third spot in the 42. He's under heavy fire here from the 05. Yellow flag immediately coming out here on the speedway.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting start there. Not sure if everybody jumped at the proper time or not, but we'll let race control figure that out as we're going to make some laps here around the pace truck once again. Looks like the 14 car of Shad Prescott is going to be given the EOLL for causing the caution flag, so that is tough, Todd. It's going to put a very fast number 14 car from position number 2. He's going to have to roll back all the way to a 10th position. These laps at Kokomo come along fast. If Shad Prescott's going to make it out of heat race number 3, he's going to get into that top 3 to transfer to the A main. He's going to have to put on a show. I think that may be one to keep an eye on. The 14 is going to be electric to watch, and the call has come down. Single file restart on this one, so single file going to be the call for the rest of heat number 3.
Single file going to be the way of the land here for heat number 3, like you said, Phil. Skylar Brown right now pacing out front. Virgil Graham, Nick Del Campo going to be in that third and final transfer position for that A-main. Green flag is in there. Loud pedal is down. These guys down the front straight away once again. Skylar Brown leading the charge down into turn 1 off of turn number 2. Virgil Graham running in that second spot. Nick Del Campo running in third, but meanwhile Randall Carter working over the bottom side in that number 37 machine. Side by side battle there momentarily for that third spot.
Here comes Randall Carter's 37 to the inside, the 05 of Nick Campo. He's really doing a good job keeping that 05 glued to the top side. Nothing happening there. You see them now sprinkling 3 wide. Randall Carter is there, the 37. The white car down low looks to be the 38 of Rusty Kruger. Dylan Wilson's number 80. He is in there as well. 3 cars racing for the first spot. The only problem is, Todd, that's not for transfer position. That is currently held by Nick DeCampo as they roll off turn number 4 to turn 1 this time around.
Nick Del Campo running in that 05 machine. Look at the 80 of Dylan Wilson way down on the bottom side. He's hub sucking here around Kokomo Speedway. 3 wide. Battle for the third spot. 37 almost drifts up into the 05. That leaves the door wide open for the number 80 of Dylan Wilson. Wilson coming from his 10th starting position makes a mistake there in the corner. That's going to cost him a little bit of ground there, Phil. With that number 80, where did he come from? Dylan Wilson from 10.
Yeah, he's been flying from the back of the field. He is up there, but that race will transfer spot. It is hot and heavy with 2 laps to go this time around. Can DeCampo in there, DeCampo in the number 05. Can he hold off Randall Carter? You see Dylan Wilson's number 80. He keeps shooting the inside lane. Great 3-car race for that transfer spot. Last time around, give it to Carter at the line. We're white flag here as they exit out of 4 this time.
Yeah, white flag in the air, white silk. It's the number 37 holding on to the final transfer spot. That's Randall Carter coming down here the front straightaway into turn number 1. 37 still holding on to that there. I believe he's going to be able to hold on to it. As Dylan Wilson right now trying to make something happen. Oh, contact made, more contact. Not sure who's going to get that final spot. We're going to see here at the line, it looks to be Dylan Wilson. After all that contact, Phil, Wilson going to take up that third spot.
That's going to be a little bit controversial, I think, on that one. Is we're going to let everybody out there on social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. You're going to let them make the call. We'll let the admins make the call on that one. But Skylar Brown picks up the win over Virgil Graham. Dylan Wilson unofficially 3rd. Randall Carter 4th, and Kyle Morris going to make up there your top 5. But yeah, this is going to be fun. Heat race number 4 about to roll to the speedway as I'm scrambling here to get everything out underway here, but they're rolling to the speedway. This is how they'll come to grid. On the pole is going to be car number 49. That is Cole Cabri. Outside of the front row, number 44. That is Timothy Smith. Row 2 to the inside, the 96 car. That is Justin Thomas, and part next door to him in the 25. That is Jarrett Murphy. Third row, the 51 rolls off next. That is Blake Cannon. Adam Elby, he'll roll off alongside in P6. He is in car number 50. The number 115 rolls off next from position number 7. That is Jed Barton, and next door to him in the 967, that's Kevin Forcier. Fifth row back there, starting in the 9th position aboard car number 024. That is Ryan Martin, and shotgun on the field here tonight in the 127. That is Blake Majolta. So 10 cars going to take to the racetrack for 12 more action-packed laps here at Kokomo. Todd, we've seen 3 outstanding heat races. That third one had a whole lot of drama for the transfer spot. I expect no less from this one. Green flag's up in the air.
Green flag up in the air. The 44 with the top side of the speedway takes it into turn number 1, trying to take over the top spot. Not going to be able to do so. The 49 of Cole Capri going to be able to hold on to the top spot. Somebody sideways back there. Yellow flag going to fly, Phil, as I seen a whole gaggle of cars in a mess over there in the turn.
Oh, I sure did too, and just can't tell from the vantage point of the racing here is so hot tonight, Todd. I can't even keep the glasses from fogging up. That's how crazy this is. But I think Justin Thomas has went around. I think Jarrett Murphy may have got a piece as well. Not sure if there was anybody else involved. I'm going to let race control take care of that. But all I know is Cole Cabri is going to take our lead here aboard car 49 over Timothy Smith. Blake Cannon, the 51, he is up to 3rd. Adam Elby 4th, and Jed Barton is 5th. The 25 car of Jarrett Murphy will have to take the EOLL. These guys at VLR, man, Katie King and all the guys over here, they do such an awesome job running this race with so many, you get a whole lot of personalities. You get some really uptight race car drivers who, really race for every inch of real estate they get. These guys at VLR, Todd, I know you don't hear the in-race chat, but I'm just blown away night after night of just how awesome these guys do of running this show at such a smooth rate.
Yeah, fantastic job here. Almost like you're at the real racetrack there, Phil. When you're there, it's interesting. Green flag is in the air, and the 49 leads the charge down into turn number 1. That's Cole Capri in that 49 machine. Timothy Smith on the outside once again. 3-wide battle here for the top spot. The 51 of Blake Cannon way down on the bottom there next to the Uke tires. We're getting all kinds of out of shape in that 51 machine.
This shows you how tough it is to run the bottom here at Kokomo. You're really going to let this thing drift off and make all the time up there. It was that 3-wide battle. Right away, you see that go away. Now it turns into a race for the 2nd spot. Timothy Smith up to the lead. Cole Cabri's 49 stairwell. Blake Cannon's 51. He's been the story of the race. They're side by side, halfway home off turn 2.
Yeah, halfway in, 5 to go here for the number 44 machine of Timothy Smith leading the way here, leading the charge. The 51 sliding up in front of Adam Elby in the 50 machine. He's working over the top shelf. The only one down on the bottom seems to be the 51 of Blake Cannon, and he's making it work down there. He's got to really put a lot of steering wheel into that, Phil. That's difficult to run down there on the bottom.
Well, he's not only trying to get Cabri in the 49, he's trying to keep Elby's number 50 machine behind him. Adam running the top side. He's following that 49 of Cabri right through the corner. They're going to be side-by-side racing. That's from the transfer spot. You almost go with a credit card between them. Now a little bit of contact between the two. Cannon up the hill. Elby making some contact. Give it to Cannon. That loses Elby all sorts of time there. But he's going to come back to the inside, racing for 3rd, and now caution flag. Caution flag on the speedway as they were coming to 2 laps to go. One car turned around right in the middle of the racetrack. You can't have that there. Whew, this is wild, man. This is faster than I think any of us expected it to be. It's Kokomo. It's VLR. It's the dirt racing Jackpot modified series. You expect it to be wild and crazy. It is on display here. Full on tap, full velocity TV. Hope you guys out there on YouTube Live, on Facebook Live, on Twitch TV. Hope you're all enjoying the show. We are having a blast at this one. 3 fantastic heat races have already gone by. We are out here now for heat race number 4, and this one's going to be a green Checker to finish it there, Todd. Cole Cabri's going to lead Timothy Smith to the line over Blake Cannon. Now, I'm not sure. I don't believe we're getting a restart here, so this one may end yellow and checker off of turn number 4. Cole Cabri, that number 49, going to take down the win over Timothy Smith. Blake Cannon's going to get the final transfer spot here through heat race number 4. Punch his ticket to the A main here, so that's going to put 12 cars in. You're going to see guys like Adam Elby, Jed Barton, Blake Majoltis, all those guys going to have to go to one of our other qualifications, C main, B main, whatever. Those are going to get sorted out here in a little bit, but the great news is now we're rolling in already toward heat race number 5 as Todd's going down there, going nuts to my other rear. Phil, take this one. I'm getting things all worked out. Everybody out there, the crowd out here watching on Facebook Live is just tremendous, guys. Keep that viewership up. Share what is going on here. Show the masses what Full Velocity TV is all about. But heat race number 5 on the speedway, this is how they're going to come down to the green. On the pole is going to be the 007. That is Jacob Fields, and to his outside, the 48 car. That is James Edens. Second row on the inside, the 31 is Cole Newhoffen, and alongside of him in the 69, that is Corey Whitworth. Jeremy Capron is going to roll off next to board car number 36. He will start 5th. 6-starter partner next to him in the 26 car. That is Adam Bush. Ryan Diet is going to roll off next to board car number 57. Darren Bell rolls off tonight from P8. He is in car number 16. Benjamin Burke rolls off next. He's in the 074, and on the outside of him, shotgun on the field, the 1 car of Austin Carr starts 10th. We're green flag racing here at Kokomo for heat race number 5.
Down into turn number 1, it's Jacob Fields with the lead here. Just a slight advantage over James Edens. Edens right now battling back on the outside. Almost a 3-wide battle there for the top spot. 31 on the outside looking in. That's Cole Newhoffen in that number 31 machine, trying to work over the bottom. Here comes the 69 of Corey Whitworth. He's trying to make something happen. He's trying to get to the lead there, that number 69 machine. But Jacob Fields right now currently pacing the field here. 48 running in that second spot, but he's running the top shelf of the speedway.
48 of James Edens up on the top shelf of the speedway. Jacob Fields now bringing it down low. Looks like got a couple cars around back there. Yellow flag going to come on the speedway. This one broke loose right around the 31 of Cole Newhoffen. This picked up another 2 or 3 cars spinning in the back stretch, so that's going to slow the field down on lap number 3, so it gives us a quick time to reset here. Want to thank our sponsors here on Full Velocity TV. Spatafora Firearms for certain. Find them at spatafora-firearms.com. Get a hold of Brendan now. He would love to hear from you. Go to the website, get their contact info, purchase some product from him. He's got a lot of great stuff out there. Also, our friends over at dirtseries.com. That is dirt-series.com. We do the Pro versus Super Series for those guys every Thursday night. They have stepped up to be presenting sponsor here, the Full Velocity TV. You'd like to do more, you got a small business, a company out there, a brand name you want to put out here on our airwaves, get a hold of us now through our Facebook Live portal, Full Velocity TV, or by email, fullvelocitytv@gmail.com. Todd, I believe, been a half a lap away from putting this one back under the green flag. James Edens, Jacob Fields, they are going to take this one back to the green flag, and I think Darren Bell is going to be charged here, the number 16 here. I think he is going to be the one taking the EOLL penalty. So, love the way these guys do things. This is a lot of fun to do, but we're back to green flag racing. 6 laps going on the board this time.
Yeah, green flag back in the air, 6 laps going on the board, so we're halfway home. 6 in, 6 to go. The 48 of James Edens right now in the top spot. Jacob Fields in that 007 machine running in that second spot, trying to work over the bottom of the number 48 machine once again. Here they have a nice side-by-side battle going on. That's the 007 of Fields and the 48 of Edens. Corey Whitworth right now running in that third spot. He is in that final transfer spot here to the A main. Right now the 1 of Austin Carr and Adam Bush fighting it out there for that 4th spot. Those guys both want in the A main, but right now the 69 holding down.
Yeah, that's good 3-wide racing back there too between Bush, Austin Carr, and the red car down on the inside. He's trying to read the number of that. Maybe Benjamin Burke's 074 that is up there as well. So great racing going on there. But up front, it's James Edens, number 48, leading Jacob Fields. The races for that 3rd spot between Corey Whitworth, Adam Bush, and now Austin Carr's number 1 car. He is now up to 4th, so Corey Whitworth, Todd, he's going to have 2 more times around the speedway. Can he hold off Austin Carr for that final transfer?
Yeah, that's going to be one to watch here as we got a nice battle going on for the lead here as White Silk goes in the air. One more trip around the speedway. Fields dives down to the bottom here and trying to drive around that number 48 machine down into turn number 3 side by side. Coming off of turn number 4 for the final time. Picking up this heat race is going to be the 48 of James Eaton, Jacob Fields. Looks like Austin Carr going to be able to get around Corey Whitworth. Going to miss that one. They're going to miss that battle, though, Phil. But Austin Carr taking home that final transfer spot to the A main.
Golly, if you're Corey Whitworth, what can you do any different? You know Austin Carr is coming. You got 2 more circuits to hold him back there, and you just can't. That sucks. So right there, that puts us through complete trials of heat racing action. 5 heat races going on the docket here this evening. They are all now in the books and complete. So now, Todd, it's going to roll us into our C-Main event. The C-Main going to be 15 laps in distance, and it is going to be the top 4 that transfer on to the B-Main. We're playing Alphabet Soup tonight here on Full Velocity TV.
Yeah, definitely alphabet soup, and it's going to go away like this for the starting grid for the C-Main. Starting on the pole, driving the number 26, that's Adam Bush. Outside of him, driving the number 03, that's Dylan Thomas.
Inside of row number 2 on the inside, the 68 is Darren Litterall, and next door to him in the 38, that is Rusty Kruger. Dylan Fox rolls off next of a 99. Brendan Schmidt rolls off next. He's in the 55 car.
9th starting position, driving the number 23, that's Jonathan Smith. Kevin Forcier in the number 967 starts 10th.
16 of Darren Bell. He'll start off 11th. Arston Carnley's 06. He rolls off P12.
Starting 13th is Kyle Herv, and outside of him, driving the number 14, that's Chad Prescott.
Jarrett Murphy rolls off next from car number 25. Jeremy Capron, he rolls off 16th aboard car number 36. Dennis Partridge Jr., the number 9 car. That's going to make 17 drivers to our B-Main, or C-Main rather. 15 laps going to be the distance. The lucky number here, Todd. 4 drivers transfer onto the B-Main. Who's it going to be? We're going to have 15 laps to figure it out. We are green flag racing back here at Kokomo Speedway.
Green flag is in the air once again. Adam Bush right now in that number 26 machine running on the top shelf of the speedway. Oh, we got carnage here, the C-Main. Flipping in the outside of our camera, Phil, and oh man, what a wreck.
Holy smokes, I saw one car up in the air doing whirly birds and come down, got T-boned again, and I hope that driver is okay. And man, I'm not sure we even have time to do the overlay tonight to go back through that caution flag, but holy smokes. The opening in the wall absolutely just destroyed that race car, and I'm not sure if we're going to have time to go back and recap that one, Todd, but wow. A vicious wreck here at Kokomo, and I believe that may have been the 03 of Dylan Thomas. That was a hellacious hit there for that 03 car. I believe it was the 03. When you're ready, Todd, take this one away. This is going to be a hellacious hit for everybody out there to see on Facebook Live here, YouTube Live, and Twitch TV. Show us what you got. All right, unable to get back in time here. We're going back to green flag racing. Green flag going to go up in the air. Hopefully later on, if we can't get a montage together, we go back and clip that wreck. But we're back under green on lap number 5. Adam Bush leading the field to green with Darren Litterall, Rusty Kruger, Ryan Martin make up your current top 4. Cole Newhoffen's number 31, currently running 50, is right there, knocking on the door of a transfer spot as they hit turn 3.
Yeah, it looks like yellow flag going to fly again. Sorry for a little bit of technical difficulty. Some screens and some buttons sometimes just don't work with me some nights here, Phil. But we're on a yellow flag once again. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a montage. Maybe we'll put this together after the show's all over, Phil, and see what the wrecks were like here on Full Velocity TV. We'll do a little bit of a montage and see if we can get some nice wrecks here that are going on. We like to do that every once in a while.
We'll do that tonight because that one there, the Dylan Thomas hit was absolutely just, oh my God. I mean, I'm not sure how much you got that in the live feed. We're going to go back and show that one later. Holy smokes, was that a big hit. Car got loose at the opening of the wall and just went peruding through the air. Just like spinning like a top of this B-Main, or C-Main rather. under caution flag number 2, and the call coming down, the 24 car of Kyle Herb is going to have to go to the rear of the field. He's going to join the 9 car of Dennis Partridge out there. The 31 of Cole Newhafen is back in the back. Looks like Dylan Thomas, the only car out of the event, is now green flag going to go up on the air. Adam Bush, Darren Littlerow, Rusty Kruger, and now Dylan Fox. He's in the transfer spot. The field is off turn 2.
Yeah, Dylan Fox running in that 4th spot, and that number 99 machine. Now Rusty Kruger back down to the bottom here, and that number 38 machine. Side-by-side battle for that final transfer spot. Kruger wants it there, trying to wrestle it away from the number 99 of Dylan Fox. Yellow flag going to fly here in the C-Main once again.
That yellow flag going to go on the speedway. This one's going to kind of run out of laps in a hurry. Not going to have enough time under green if you're up there in the back to maybe race your way through his 11 laps of 15 up to the board. These are single file restarts, and this one claiming a couple of victims. Look like, this one may have gotten, I believe Darren Bell's number 16. May have got a piece up at 24 of Kyle Herb going to be involved in this one. Ryan Martin also got put to the rear, so yeah, this one's going to claim a couple of cars, but we're running out of precious laps here, Todd. Adam Bush, Darren Littlerow, Dylan Fox, Rusty Kruger, they're in transfer spots. I don't think they'd be hurt at all if this thing was to stay yellow flag for the remaining 3 laps, but if you're Brendan Schmidt, you're Chad Prescott, you're Jonathan Smith, you're Jeremy Caprone, even running 8th, you need some green flag laps if you're going to make your way out to the top 4 and even survive out of the C-Main, and then you got to think about going on to the B and racing for your life.
Yeah, definitely, Phil. But green flag back in the air here. 3 laps remain. 2 laps remain. Popsicle sticks in the air. Adam Bush right now having the top spot here. Oh, no. Somebody just disappeared off our screen there, Phil. Dylan Fox now up to 2nd. Rusty Kruger 3rd. Brandon Smith. Smith now up to that 4th spot there, battling with the 14 side by side. White silk in the air. 1 tour trip around the speedway.
One more time around for Adam Bush to punch his ticket on to our B main event off of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Adam Bush going to pick up the win in the C main over Dylan Fox's number 99. Darren Littlerow and Rusty Kruger make up your top 4. So they make the transfer spots. Brendan Smith, the number 55, he's going to go on the trailer along with all the others that were out there in the C main, as we'll try to go back real quick and recap a couple of them names, give them their due here. But Chad Prescott, Jonathan Smith, Jeremy Capron, Jarrett Murphy, Kevin Forcier, Darren Bell, Dennis Partridge Jr., Kyle Herb, Ryan Martin, Cole Newhafen, and Dylan Thomas. They're going to be the cars on the hook after our C-Main. But Todd, it is time now for the final qualification event of the night, the last chance for these guys to punch their ticket onto the A-Main. We have an 18-lap B-Main. We are going to take the top 9 cars into our feature event.
Top 9 cars going to go into the feature event, and it's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, the 442, that's Jordan Casey, and outside of him, the Tyler Hellum, number 54 machine.
Row number 2 to 37 of Randall Carter is inside row 2. Adam Elby's number 50, he rolls off on the outside of the 2nd row.
Corey Whitworth running in that 5th spot, going to roll off there. 6 is going to be the 11 of David Cobb.
Kyle Morris rolls off next to the 93, the 115 of Jed Barton, he rolls off 8th.
Missing Trevor Fitz there in the number 28 machine. These guys restacked, repacked. Does not look like we're going to get to the rest of the lineup here. Eric Elmore, Eddie Underwood, Mike Molnar, Blake Majoltis, Ryan Date, Garrett Nieberjay. Sorry about that, Garrett. Green flag is in the air there. Those guys were rubbing, and it was a delayed start. The 442, Jordan Casey leads it down into corner number 1. Tell you what, Rubbin is racing there in the number 54 machine, the 442. Rubbin already this early in the going.
Yeah, and caution flag going to come out all the way on the speedway here. These guys weren't even off turn number 2, and they were already stacked up in a parking lot through the first turn. So see if we can't recap here real quick of guys who we missed through the lineup here. Jordan Casey's got the lead over Tyler Hellum. Randall Carter, Adam Elby, Corey Whitworth is your top 5. David Caleb is 6th. Trevor Fitz 7th. Kyle Morris is 8th. Benjamin Burke is 9th. Eddie Underwood makes up your top 10. Speedy Eric Elmore, the 420, he is 11th. Blake Majoltis is 12th. Ryan Daya is 13th. Mike Molnar 14th. Nick DeCampo, he's currently running in the 15th position in the 05. Garrett Newbrigg, the number 19. Clay Debin, the number 84, he is currently running 17th as things all start going funky on this end. Once again, they hit the line, Todd, and what did you know, I lose it all on trying to recap the lineup, and it all goes awry.
Definitely, Phil. It seems like something goes awry for us at least once in the broadcast. It's either you or me here as these guys fields restacked, repacked, single file the way of the land here for B main. We got lap 4 of 18 in. Just waiting for the iRacing.com pace truck to pull off, and I believe he has done so. Waiting for that green flag to come in there. The guys put the loud pedal down. Green flag is in the air. Here we're back to green flag racing down the front straightaway. Jordan Casey leads him down here into turn number 1. Tyler Holland running in that second spot. Third right now is the number 37 of Randall Carter. He's going to make a pass into that second spot. He made it short-lived for that 54. The 54 now drops back to third. Adam Elby running in that 4th spot.
Elby currently running 4th in that number 50. Corey Whitworth at 69. David Kalb, Trevor Fitz, Kyle Morris. That's your fast 9. 9 drivers going to transfer out of the B main into our A main feature event. That's where the good racing is going to be. Got to keep an eye on that. But all chasing race leader Jordan Casey. He's got about an 8-car length lead there, Todd, as they hit turn 3.
Jordan Casey has about an 8-car length lead. Nice 3-wide battling going on throughout the field here. These guys are racing for every inch, almost 4 wide down the front straightaway here between Whitworth, the number 93 machine of Kyle Morris trying to make some room here. The number 11 machine almost making contact with the number 50 of Adam Elby there. The 11 being driven by David Cobb. In that number 11, he's working on the bottom side. Trevor Fitz way up top here. Great racing going on through the field.
Yeah, they weren't almost 4 wide, Todd. They were 4 wide for those positions. And you see the outside lane is really dominant here tonight. Trevor Fitz able to sneak by in the 28 car. You also see right up ahead there, David Kalb, Kyle Morris, number 93. Those guys are running the outside lane. You see it's that 11 car stuck now down to the low side. Corey Whitworth, 69, Adam Elby's car. They're all up there, but all chasing the race leader. Randall Carter now, he's up there to the lead. Tyler Hellam, he's currently running 2nd. Those guys trying to dance away from the field as we're 11 laps in of our 18.
Yeah, 11 laps in of our 18 here, Phil. 7 more trips around the Kokomo Speedway. The 37, like you said, leading the way here. Randall Carter. 2nd right now is Tyler Hellam. Trevor Fitz already up to 3rd there in that 28 machine. He's high, wide, and handsome up there. Same way with Adam Elby. He's running in 4th, but he's down on the bottom. Corey Whitworth up on the top shelf of the Speedway, so somebody's at least trying to make the bottom work. And that's Adam Elby in that number 50. There's not much down there. It does not look like he's got as much forward bite as these guys do on the top shelf.
No, they really don't. You can see as the racetrack kind of comes in all night long, it keeps transferring up to the top shelf of the racetrack. Adam Elby is not going to give up at all in that number 50 car himself, and Corey Whitworth having a tremendous race for that 3rd spot, or for the 4th spot rather. Kyle Morris in 93. David Kalb now. Benjamin Burke, he's currently up there running in 8th. Blake Majoltis is 9th. Speedy E. Eric Elmore is up to a top 10. As caution flag going to come out again here. A late race caution going to change the complexion of B main here for us here tonight. 18 lap B main. The top 9 guys going to transfer. You're going to think your guys like Eric Elmore, like Mike Mulder, like Eddie Underwood. You're probably thinking to yourself, Todd, it is time to run. You got to make something happen. What do you think we're going to see over these last 2 laps? This one is going to get nuts.
Definitely going to get nuts here. Final transfer positions. I know there's somebody out there in Facebook Live looking to see where Casey is. He is 5 laps down in 22nd position. Something going awry on the 442 machine, so tough break for Jordan Casey out there as he's now 22nd, relegated 5 laps down. So not sure what happened to him. We did not catch it there, but the 442, like I said, 22nd on the field. Just wanted to give an update to the Facebook Live chat. I know a lot of people always interested in that chat box. Is rather interesting here this evening. The guys are talking back and forth out there, and it's great to see.
Yeah, it really is, and I love seeing that out there on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I'm trying to keep check on that, and also got a screen over here for Twitch TV. I'm going back and forth on, so you guys are asking questions. I apologize. I got to take a picture of the rig one day. Maybe you guys can help me expand this thing to call the action better. We'll do the best we can with what we got here on Full Velocity TV. 2 guys going to give you a heart and soul. We are going to do the best we can here every night for you to call the action. But yeah, tough break for Jordan Casey in the 442. He's going to end up in the back of the field, but I believe this one, Todd, ended up under the yellow flag, so it looks like it's going to be Randall Carter picking up the win in the B main. Tyler Hellam, Trevor Fitz, Adam Elby, Corey Whitworth, Kyle Morris, David Kalb, and Benjamin Burke make up your top 9. So those guys going to transfer into our main event. I believe I got all in the top 9 there as I'm scrambling down through the sheet. And no, it was Blake Majoltis to finish up 9, so I can't math here tonight. So That's going to move us here through the B main. We're going to have a brief little warm-up session, and we're going to turn these things loose. It's going to be a nuts 100-lap feature tonight at the Kokomo Speedway. All right, got to correct myself. I saw 100 laps on the screen. They don't count yellow laps here through the last 30 laps of the race. 60-lap feature event on the docket. Needed Todd there to correct me here, but this is, we got a couple-minute warning going out to these guys now. So what we're going to do here live on Full Velocity TV, before our A-main event, what we're going to do is we're going to pay homage to the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, and the playing of our national anthem. All right, we're back here at the Kokomo Speedway, getting ready to go for the Dirt Racing Jackpot Modified Series presented by VLR, about to go green for 60 laps around the quarter-mile Kokomo Speedway. What do you say, Todd? We go straight into tonight's starting lineup. Skylar Brown rolls off in position number 3 in car number 10. Kokabri rolls off next season, the 49 car. Fourth row on the inside, the 00 is Kendall Tucker. Virgil Graham, he rolls off 8th in the 42. Shane James rolls off 11th in car number 3. The 35 of Nick Cooper, he rolls off 12th. Austin Carr rolls off up deep in the field in car number 1. Randall Carter rolls off next season, car 37. Adam Elby, Corey went. Speedway, we are underway. Yellow flag number 1, yellow flag laps. Have come from. We are not going to have the ability tonight, guys, to go back here through our replay review. It's going to happen way too quick here at the Kokomo Speedway, so we don't want to miss any green flag racing out there. But looks like this one may have gotten the likes of, say, David Cobbs, number 11, I believe that Kyle Morris, number 93. Those cars got involved with this one here, so looks like it's going to be called a racing wreck from Race Control, but it's going to happen quick here at the Kokomo Speedway. One more time around, Todd. They are going to go double file restart. We're going to wait and see. These guys going to need to give some room because these first 30 laps, they're going to run off there if we're under green or we're going to run under yellow. They want more green flag laps. They got to keep this thing clean and green. Alex Bergeron and DJ Kownowski, they're going to lead us to green off of turn 4.
Green flag is in the air, and they're charging down here to turn number 1. It's Alex Bergeron, DJ Kownowski, and down on the bottom is, I believe, the 49, Nicole Capre, trying to make a slider there on the number 15 machine. Here comes Skylar Brown to the top shelf of the speedway. That's that number 10 machine, side-by-side battle coming off of turn number 4, down the front straightaway to turn number 1. Still Skylar Brown with that 3rd spot.
Skylar Brown going to pick up the 3rd spot over Cole Cabri there. That battle now for the 5th spot. White car up on the top shelf. That looks to be the 48 of James Eden's. Kendall Tucker's 00 there. He's running down low just as we saw in heat racing action, but all chasing Alex Bergeron down the backstretch to turn 3.
Yeah, Alex Bergeron with a commanding lead here over the 15 of DJ Kownowski. The 10 of Skylar Brown running in a 3rd spot. Cole Capre running 4th. 5th right now is James Eden in that number 48 machine. Look at these guys bouncing off the wall just a little bit with their right rear tires. That's where the cushion is. That's where they're finding that moisture. 00 Kendall Tucker trying to make something happen there on the top shelf of the speedway as they come down into turn number 3. Yellow flag number 2 going to fly here at Kokomo Speedway.
Second yellow flag of the night here in our 60-lap A main, and it's happening quick. And this one looks like it may have gotten the 69 car of Corey Whitworth. Looks like Blake Majolis, that number 127, may have also got a piece of this one as well. So those guys had to transfer their way in through the B main. They had to restart tonight on the outside of the top 20. They're having some tough goes of it here in the early laps now, working number 11. The first 30 are going to count under caution. The last 30, Todd, that is where we're going to see nothing but green flag racing. These guys in race control do a fantastic job doing the lap counts. It really makes this event go. I can't say enough about the guys at VLR enough. Find Team VLR on Facebook, guys. They are just a great bunch of guys. Tremendous racing. Get your tickets in. Come be a part of the awesome racing that is done here, just like this Jackpot Modified Series. We are going to see here every Tuesday night for the next couple of weeks. This is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks to these guys for allowing us here, VLR, to come on over. Rocky, KT, Steven, the whole group over here at VLR do an outstanding job. Cannot thank them enough for letting Full Velocity TV come out live into your living rooms, into your PCs, out your phones, however you're watching, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch TV. You guys are all strapped into the right place off of turn 4. Green flag back in the air. Bergeron and Kownowski, single file toward turn 1.
Yeah, single file towards turn number 1. Bergeron down near next to the tires. Oh, I thought he was going to make some love to one of those tires, and that's never a good scenario there. Bergeron maybe able to stay off of those, but DJ Kownowski trying to make something happen as he's trying to reel in that number 12 of Bergeron. Right now, Bergeron's got a little bit faster car off the exit of the corner, and that number 12 machine now goes back to the bottom. Here comes DJ Kownowski up to the top shelf of the speedway, trying to make something happen. He's trying to get that momentum in that number 15 machine.
And you're going to have to find it up high, but so far not there for the 15. He's starting to lose some track there to the 10 car of Skylar Brown. Skylar running now through the low side through turns number 3 and 4. The 10 car trying to make some ground, as is Cole Caprice, number 49, the 48 of James Eden. The 00 of Kendall Tucker starting to make his way to the front of the field, so keep an eye on Kendall, as is Timothy Smith in the 44. Kind of missed where did he come from that nice starting position. Timothy Smith, number 44, Todd, he's battling with Kendall Tucker. They're racing for a top 5 position in turn 3.
Yeah, top 5 positions. Kendall Tucker right now up next to the wall. Is yellow flag number 3 going to fly here? That's going to restack and repack these guys here. Once again here on Full Velocity TV. 19 laps of 60 complete here. You'll see 100 on the screen, but we do get 30 green flag laps, where the yellow flag laps will not count here this evening.
Oh, and that's 19 up to the board, so that lap count is official. 19 of 60 here in our main event, so going to restack them, repack them once again, resize them, and however else you want to reshape them here. We're about set, ready to go for more green flag racing. Looks like Randall Carter may have got a piece of the action on this one. Corey Whitworth was around it, as was, it looks like, the 11 of David Kalb was back there. Can't officially call these guys in the wreck. It just happened so godforsakenly fast here at Kokomo. 24 cars around a quarter mile. You're trying to scan here all over the field. It is so much happens in such a quick way. So bear with us, guys. We're going to do the best we can give you to call the action as we see it. But now working lap number 21. Believe the lights are out atop that iRacing.com page truck. So it looks like it's going to be this time around. We're going to bring this field back to green flag racing. Bergeron and Kownowski, they lead up to green. Double file off of turn 4.
Yeah, green flag in the air, and man, DJ Kalinowski in that 15 machine was already at bay there with the 10 of Skylar Brown. Brown now backpedaling there in the number 10 machine, using the outside. He can stay in the throttle a little longer there. That 10 machine, the 0-0, Kendall Tucker way down on the bottom. 3 wide battle there momentarily as these guys trying to work over one another. Coordinating effect up on the top shelf of the speedway. 0-0, Kendall Tucker trying to make something happen on the bottom. He's got to go where other people aren't.
You got to go where they ain't, and that's what the 0-0 car is trying to do down to the extreme part of the racetrack. Now, one car going even further down from him, believe that is that the 44 car that may be down there, that black and gold car. That's Jacob Fields, 007. Jacob Fields, haven't talked about him in the A-main. That 007 ton, he's down to the extreme low side of the racetrack, racing for a top 10 spot off of turn 2, double file.
And Jacob Fields coming up through the field rather quickly. Don't forget about Blake Cannon. They're stacking them up there through the corner there, but Blake Cannon right now running on the bottom of the speedway. He's the guy that made something happen in his heat race there in that 51. Oh, contact! Skylar Brown up and over on the number 10 machine. He's one up on his lead fill, and he's back on his wheels, but Skylar Brown flipping down into the corner.
Yeah, Skylar Brown and DJ Kalinowski made some contact, I believe, racing for that third spot, and they were throwing sliders off of turn number 2, and there was not any give and take. You need that in auto racing, especially on the dirt, and it was all take and zero give there, and Skylar Brown's number 10 went for a wild ride upside down, back on the wheels, and kind of kept it going, but tough break for him, and I'm curious how this was going to come down from race control, Todd, because there was certainly contact between himself and the 15 of Kalinowski, so just going to wait for the call. But nonetheless, 27 laps going up on the board, so now 28 as they hit the line. They are going to run out of time here through, they're running out of time here through what is, caution laps counting. We're 2 laps away from going green flag racing the rest of the night. This one got Skylar Brown, who is going to be charged with the caution flag. He is going to have to go to the rear of the field. The 15 getting it away, but man, that was some really good contact up there. Really good racing. Tough break for Skylar Brown as we're back to green flag racing, just like that at Kokomo.
Yeah, back to green flag racing now. Remember, yellow flags will not count here, so the ticker's going to be a little messed up here this evening after this. So 30 laps will not count. We'll do our best to keep you at what lap we are at. But right now, Alex Bergeron leading the charge here. Cole Capray running in that second spot. Timothy Smith in third in that 44 machine. Blake Cannon in the 51. He is running in the 4th position. Meanwhile, James Eaton's in that 48 machine running in the 5th spot, in the 48. But Blake Cannon right now working over the 44 of Timothy Smith, trying to make himself into the top 3.
Yeah, he sure is. Timothy Smith, the 44, has it. Blake Cannon's 51 is there. Newcomers up here to the front of the field. Alex Bergeron still the story up front. Cole Cabri running second. Smith and Cannon having a spirited battle for that 3rd spot. Right behind them, James Edens, Jacob Fields. They're having a good race for 5th. Also throw Kendall Tucker in that mix. Good 3-car race for position number 5 in the turn number 3.
Yeah, great battle going on there with Kendall Tucker in that 0-0 machine, the 48 machine, and Jacob Fields here in the 007 machine. Working on the bottom, the 44 makes contact with the wall. That's Timothy Smith. Smith, meanwhile, dives back down to the bottom side. Good 3-wide battle here once again. Almost 4 wide that time, Phil. But 3 wide coming down here into turn number 3. Jacob Fields on the bottom. Kendall Tucker up top, way up top. The 48 machine, that's James Edens.
Now look at those guys, 4 different race groups there. It's trying to find any kind of open racetrack they can and try to make their way forward. But you know who's enjoying clean racetrack, Todd? Look up front. You find Alex Bergeron, 1 second advantage over the 49 of Cole Cabri. And you put those top 2 have run away from the field. It's 4 seconds back to that awesome race going back for third on back between Blake Cannon, James Edens, Kendall Tucker, Adam Elby's number 50. He's right there in the mix as well. That's good 4, 5, 6-car racing deep for position number 3. They're headed toward turn 3.
Yeah, fantastic 3-wide battle here going on here. It's the 44, man, way on the bottom. Oh, man, I thought he was going to clip that Ute tire. The 44, Timothy Smith, DJ Kalinowski coming back up through the field right now, running in that 7th spot. But these guys, man, searching for a little bit of moisture here. Is yellow flag going to fly once again? It's going to restack and repack them here again, Phil. I do believe we should be on lap 39 here of 60, so none of these yellow flags will count.
Nope, 39 laps going to believe going into the books. I'm going to wait for that call from race control. I'm pretty sure it's going to be lap number 39 on the board. So these laps here, the remaining 21 laps, are going to be all green flags. So all these laps under caution, they are not going to count, but it does not mean that these guys want to tear up their race cars at all. But you know who didn't want to see the caution there was Alex Bergeron, Cole Cabri. But now you're going to bring James Edens back into the fight. Blake Cannon currently running 4th. Kendall Tucker 5th. Adam Elby is 6th. Timothy Smith off the wall there. We got stuck. He's now back in the 7th spot. DJ Kolanowski trying to fight back. He is 8th. Jacob Fields 9th. And Shane James in the number 3, Todd. Shane James has penetrated his way up into the top 10. You can never count that 3 car out. He had to come from deep in the field. Currently up in the top 10 with green flag laps all on the docket. He may have just enough time to make his way to the front, but he's going to have to make it happen.
Green flag is back in the air. Bergeron has somebody right to the inside this time. The 49 nickel crap right down on the bottom. Slide job, not going to pull it off there. Bergeron able to stay in the throttle up on that cushion. He's going to maintain that top spot. I thought Cole Capra was going to be able to get around him there in that 49 machine. Kendall Tucker right now up to 3rd in that double knot machine. Side-by-side battle there with the 48. The 44 way down on the bottom. 2 for move there for the 44 of Timothy Smith.
Picking up 2. Why not try for 3 off of turn number 4? What a great move by Timothy Smith, the 44. Able to now punch his way up in to that 4th spot. Now going to try to chase down James Edens, number 48, who is right there out the screen. Kendall Tucker, Adam Elby right there as well. Bergeron and Cabrita, they're starting to distance themselves in the top 2 up front. 42 laps down this time at the line.
42 laps down this time at the line. That means 18 laps remaining here. The double knot machine right now. Kendall Tucker running in 4th right now. Not challenged there by the number 50 machine of Adam Elby. He's right there waiting for him to make a mistake. As Tucker just making a little bit of contact to the wall there. That's going to cross him up just a little bit. The 50 of Elby able to go back down to the bottom here. He's trying to make some charge here in that number 50 machine.
Trying to make it happen. We have seen Adam Elby down to the low side all night long. He does not look comfortable wanting to run the top shell. It is definitely the fast way around, but he's trying to do all he can to get underneath Kendall Tucker. 44 laps going up on the board this time around. That's good racing going on for 4th on back. That race of the top 2. Well, it's not a race at all. Alex Bergeron driving away from Cole Cabri. James Edens currently running 3rd, 45 laps on the board. We keep our attention, Todd, on that race for 4th between Kendall Tucker, Adam Elby, Blake Cannon, and here comes Shane James in the 3. He's a factor now. They're racing for that 4th spot into turn 1.
Yeah, Shane James trying to make himself a factor here in that Team Friday sponsored machine. James trying to work over the top shelf of the speedway, trying to wait for one of these guys to make a mistake. As you get towards the front, the competition gets harder. That's like that in every racing aspect that you could go to. But it's 3 of Shane James trying to get around the 51 of Blake Cannon. That would be a battle for that 6th spot here. As meanwhile, yellow flag going to fly. These guys are going to restack and repack one more time here at the Kokomo Speedway.
Yeah, and that's 47 laps on the board, so we got 13 more trips around the quarter mile to settle it tonight here for the dirt racing Jackpot Modified Series presented by VLR here live on Full Velocity TV, presented by our sponsors, Spatafora Firearms and DirtSeries.com. Thanks to all you out there. Facebook Live has been jumping there all night long. I'm really happy to see that. YouTube has been pretty healthy as well. Great to see a good crowd out there. Twitch TV, they're also out there rolling as well. So great to see all you guys out there watching on all 3 platforms of media. Hope you are enjoying the show. This one has been hot, but now as we get down to these closing laps, who is it going to be? Who is going to go to victory lane here tonight at VLR? You got to think the odds-on favorite, Todd, has to be Alex Bergeron, who has been really kind of unchallenged all night long. Cole Cabri trying to give him the best challenge he can give. James Edens is now 3rd. Kendall Tucker with some new life, Todd. He's going to restart on the outside of row number 2 in the 4th spot. Now the word is we are going to go single file racing with 47 laps on the board, 13 to go. Green flag goes back in the air. We're back to racing.
Green flag back in the air. We're back to racing here on board. Alex Bergeron's car here. He's watching him go to work here in his office here, coming down here into turn number 3, working over the top side of the speedway, the top shelf, where he's been quick all evening long. He's led green so far, all the way up to right now in that number 12 machine, just showing him go to work, seesawing that wheel down the track straightaway.
Caution flag going to come out once again now on lap number 48, so we're getting him done 1 lap at a time here at the Kokomo Speedway, and this one looks like it may have gathered up to the 37 car of Randall Carter, may have got a piece. Also, Austin Carr in the 1, I believe, also got spent around the wrong direction as well. So, Austin Carr, one of our heavy hitters, you expect him to be up near the front, having a really tough night over here tonight on a Tuesday night in the Modified Series. Austin Carr's one car looks like he has gone behind the wall. So another one of those heavy hitters who we haven't talked a lot about. Looks like the one car of Austin Carr, Todd. His night is done. He's behind the wall. Tough break for that fast number one machine.
Yeah, definitely tough break for Austin Carr, having a good piece underneath him in that machine. Now relegated behind the wall there, so he's going to have to not score as many points as he probably would have liked here this evening. iRacing.com, pace truck, waiting for those lights to be extinguished atop of that machine, waiting to go back to green flag racing once again. Looks like they are extinguished. Looks like we are going to go back to green flag racing, Phil. And these guys restacked, repacked, but this time single file, the way of the land here, Kokomo. Just waiting for Alex Bergeron to fire here off of turn 4. Green flag is in there. Bergeron way down to the bottom there, trying to get that extra grip. He's up top already. And that number 12 machine leading the charge down to turn 1.
In the charge in turn number 1, here comes the 49 of Cole Cabri. The 48 car of Eden's currently running third. Kendall Tucker, all four of those cars glued up to the top shelf of the Speedway, Todd. They are single file up high. Now 49 laps down the entire field. They're ripping the lip up high there as they head down the backstretch.
Yeah, definitely ripping the lip up top here on the top shelf, pushing the cushion there, trying to find some real estate there for those machines to get the grip that they need, the bite that they need, the forward bite, I should say, off the corner. Not able to do so far. The 48 machine right now running in that third spot. You're looking at Kendall Tucker. He has to back out of it just a little bit as the 48 got loose there, trying to drift up the track. But great battles going on throughout the field, Phil. But right now, top shelf dominant here at Kokomo.
Yeah, it really is. And looking for one car that may come down and try to make something happen on the low side. And I'm all the way back here outside the top 10 until I find three wide racing action around where the 10 car of Skylar Brown is. Jacob Fields, Trevor Fitz, Corey Whitworth. Those guys are all back there going at it tooth and nail. But that's racing all the way back for 12th, 13th, and 14th. Up front, there's nothing going on at all. Now is Cole Cabri trying to make something happen. Here comes James Edens in the 48. He is going to pressure the 49 car. That may be one of the best races on the racetrack. It's the only race in the top 5. There's 5 to go next time around.
5 laps remaining for the number 12 of Alex Bergeron. Cole Capri running in that second spot. Third is James Edens, Kendall Tucker, and Adam Elby. Right now, your current top 5 is Alex Bergeron trying to run away and high. Drive off into the sunset here tonight and pick up a win here on Full Velocity TV here VLR. And it's going to be a rather interesting feat here for that number 12 machine. Bergeron, he's been quick all evening long, and he's showing his strengths here, that number 12.
Certainly is. This time around, 4 laps to go. 4 more trips around the quarter mile for Alex Bergeron. Don't believe anybody's got anything to challenge him. The question is now, can Cole Cabri hold off James Edens? Can Kendall Tucker make something happen to the 00? Currently running in the 4th spot. How about the top 5 run for Adam Elby's over 50 car? They are right there, but as we come off the quarter, Todd, it is going to be 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around for Alex Bergeron.
Popsicle sticks in the air. He's catching lap traffic. Is Bergeron. Yellow flag going to fly here, Phil. This is going to change the race here for position. Again, like I say, restacked, repacked. They're going to have another shot here at Alex Bergeron. Can they pull off a move? Can they pull off a slider here, maybe to get in front of Bergeron and maybe cross him up just a little bit? We're going to have to wait and see here.
We certainly have to do what I also saw Facebook Live chat. I did catch the 80 car of Dylan Wilson starting to make some moves. The only problem is Dylan locked all the way back there in the 12th spot. It just shows, it really shows the way that these guys have really, going at it here tonight. Skylar Brown was involved with this yellow flag. Looks like that's going to put the 10 car behind the wall. So it looks like it's going to leave 19 of our 24 that took the green flag all left to the lead lap, the last of those being the 35 car of Nick Cooper. He's had to battle some demons here tonight in that car, but so far, Todd, Alex Bergeron largely unchallenged. Cole Cabri, James Edens, Kendall Tucker, Adam Elby right there in the top 5. You find Blake Cannon 6th, Shane James 7th, Timothy Smith is 8th, Trevor Fitz 9th, DJ Kolanowski 10th, Jacob Fields, Dylan Wilson, Lucas Chowning, Virgil Graham, David Cow make up your top 15 with Tyler Hellam, Randall Carter, Benjamin Burke, Nick Cooper, Corey Whitworth. That's your top 20. We're back to green flag racing, but 2 laps to go.
Yeah, 2 laps remain here for Alex Bergeron. Can he get it done here? That number 12 machine. Cole Capri running in that 2nd spot. He's trying to make something happen, but Bergeron just too quick on them restarts. White silk in the air. 1 more trip around Kokomo here for Alex Bergeron.
1 more trip around here as a coronation lap as they head toward turn number 3 here. White flag's up in the air. One more trip around off of turn 4. Checkered flag in hand. It's going to be Alex Bergeron picking up the win. Terrific race on the second spot there. Goes to James Edens. He picks up second over Cole Cabri. Kendall Tucker fourth. Adam Elby rounds out your top 5. Terrific race run-up spot there, Todd. James Edens making the run up high to get around Cole. But it's going to be Alex Bergeron. He's going to be the big winner tonight. He hits the jackpot here at Kokomo.
Yeah, Alex Bergeron picking up the win here this evening. Great run for him. Leading green to checkered there in that number 12 machine. This shows how fast he was here this evening. Tell you, some of these other guys, James Edens bringing home that second spot there. Last lap pass. Great move for the 48 machine, Phil. And man, these guys put on one whale of a show. We went through alphabet soup. We got to the A main, and like you said, it's nothing short of a fantastic race here this evening on Full Velocity TV.
No, absolutely was. And this is going to be a lot of fun here in the post-race show to run down here and find Cole and go through and find Adam, or find James, rather. This is going to take me a couple of seconds here to whittle through the debris. A lot of drivers line up in this TeamSpeak, Todd, that come here on a Tuesday night to VLR. So this is going to take me moving a little bit of traffic. So we'll try to do our best to move these guys through the channels. And give me a brief minute there, Todd, as I'm having the mouse stick on this end.
Yeah, Phil having a few issues there. We're going to get these drivers here, the top 3 podium finishers here live on Full Velocity TV. We're going to interview each and every one of those guys and ask them how their races went here. And man, what a race these guys put on here. Kokomo, it's a difficult track. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it gets high line dominant. And tonight, it looks like where the passes were made, we're up on the top shelf of the speedway. That's where those guys can keep going. Unfortunately, that's just the way of the land here at Kokomo sometimes. Not able to pull off the bottom, but I tell you, some of these guys were coming off on the bottom. You seen the number 80 down on the bottom, Wilson. He was trying to make something happen towards the tail of the field. So these guys tried to make the bottom work, but it looked like the top just prevailed here this evening.
No, it really, really did. It was a tremendous race out there, and I'm down here looking for anybody we can find down here to talk to. I'm running past, and I find Shane James over here. I find Kendall Tucker over here. There is no sign of James Edens at number 48, so we're going to see if he joins us here on the post-race show. But I do see Cole Cabri down here, so I'm going to run down here and talk to the driver of the 49 car. Cole, it's Phil LaCassa, Full Velocity TV, my friend. Tremendous run for that 49 car here tonight. Unable to hold off that the James Edens machine, the 48, on that last lap. But tell us about that racetrack. Looks like that thing really got top lane dominant and really did get tough to pass in those closing laps.
Yeah, it was tough. You know, I just wish we could have had something on the bottom. It was locked around the top. It was frustrating, but I guess I was trying to follow Alex to see what he was doing, but couldn't do anything.
No, certainly couldn't. Had a really good race car all night long. Had a really good strong piece. A second place car all night long. Man, that last lap, you get the 48 car giving the whole shot move to the outside. How frustrating is that as a race car driver to know you get that one last move to take there in a green-white checker? You're thinking about doing something to catch Alex and leave the outside open. Here comes the 48 shooting in, and now all of a sudden he's going to finish up second. How frustrating is that?
Very frustrating. You know, it's all about the points game. It's 2 weeks in, so it's not that bad, but you still gotta keep that in your mind. And I tried to block the slider. I thought he was going to throw a slider, but he just drove the top around me. So I guess that's racing. We gotta get used to that.
You're absolutely right there, Cole. Doing a great job out there. Very talented race car driver. Finishing up in the 3rd spot tonight. We're live out here on Full Velocity TV. We're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube Live. We are on Twitch TV. So we've had great crowds out there watching all night. So anybody out there as far as friends, family, sponsors, any thank yous you got, the floor is all yours, Cole. Do us all a favor and say hello to all of them now.
Oh, what's up, guys? I just got to thank Driven Sim Sport, Colin, my spotter, everyone that came out and supported this race, VLR for putting this on, just everything. It's great.
Yeah, it's always a great time. That's one of the very talented drivers the iRacing Dirt World has to offer right now. Cole Cabri, the number 49 car. He ends up in the 3rd spot here tonight. Was going to hopefully find James Edens as number 48, but unfortunately, Todd, looks like he is nowhere to be found. So what that's going to do now, I'm going to throw it down to you toward victory lane, you want to talk to one of the young prodigies that iRacing has to offer. That is a number 12 car of Alex Bergeron, a dominant green to checker win. He's at victory lane with Todd Stanton.
Definitely leading green to checker. Alex Bergeron in that number 12 machine. Great run here tonight, and tell us about that. Looked like you got top line dominant here towards the end of this, and even through the middle portions of it, Alex. You were able to hold off a slider that the 49 was trying to put on you here early in the going, or even the 48 tried to pull a slider on you, but you just had that power come off the corner.
Yeah, I mean, I had to stay in and out of turn 2, and I was able to get by him. But you know, the top there in 3 and 4 got very good up there, and I decided to go there and try it for one lap, and I started the whole race. You know, it was a lot quicker, and if I wouldn't have found that, probably I would have lost the race. But you know, we stayed up there, and we held the position, and we won the race tonight. So that's very impressive. I'm very happy for the result tonight. Last week we finished 3rd, but you know, tonight we got the win, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, bringing home that old-fashioned W here on Full Velocity TV, and points rather good points tonight, I should say. You got 3rd last week and 1st. You should be close to taking over that points lead here. And Alex, tell us how difficult it is to run up next to that wall. I know you guys are almost scraping it time in and time again, and it's just really hard to imagine how hard it is to keep it off that wall.
It's definitely hard. You got to be you get the right rear quarter panel. Got to be really close to it, if not on it, to run that top line 1 and 2. And same thing for 3 and 4. You know, if you were not as like right beside the wall, you can get that run off the corners. So I don't know. I just did like I always do, and trying to be as close as possible to the wall, and it always works. So I mean, I don't know what to say about that.
Well, Alex, we got a lot of people out there watching. We got people out in Twitch. We got people out on YouTube, and also Facebook Live here this evening. We're going to the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. We'd like to thank this tonight for your win.
Like definitely thanking newbie.com. Go check them out online for your apparels. When it's on the line, it's newbie.com, so go check them out. Check them out to Sign Shop at Kinney's, and everybody watching there at the Sign Shop at Paul Kinney's Racing Shop. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Everyone watching too, Todd Berkheimer, Coleman Gulick, and you know, like I said, everyone watching tonight. That was a very good race. I think so. So. Thank you to everyone watching, you guys for broadcasting, and thank you to Daniel Powell for being my spotter tonight. So I really thank him for that. That was a good race, and you know, like I said, you guys for broadcasting. I'll see you next week.
Alrighty, picking up tonight's feature win, driver of the number 12, that's Alex Bergeron, leading green to checkered here tonight, Phil. And that's rather tough to do here, especially at Kokomo, and especially with this caliber of a field.
Yeah, absolutely do. And I think we got one more guy we can talk to here on the post-race show is somewhere out of the wilderness. I did find the number 48 car of James Eden, so let's see if we can't dial him up and see if we can talk to the driver of the 48. James, terrific run for you here tonight. Had a good solid run in the top 5, and then that last lap on that green-white checker, able to sneak around Cole there on the outside. Tell us about that run. That was an awesome move.
It was good. Car was good. You know, I was just biding my time, picking them off one by one when I could. You know, I started 5th, got stuck on the bottom early on and went backwards, and then just slowly worked my way back up. And I think he was trying to run the bottom there to protect and missed it a little bit. So I sent it in on the outside, and it paid off.
Oh, it's one of those things in dirt racing. You're trying to make something happen there. I think he was trying to look for a lane to give Alex a run. He opened that top line. You were just a lucky guy to get there. Tell us about the racetrack. It really looked like through qualifying through the heat races, that middle side looked to be fast. But when we get down to the feature event, especially those last 30 laps, if you weren't up high, you weren't making time. Is that how it was out there?
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. You know, the first 20 and 30 laps were okay. You could run the bottom and not get past. You weren't really making up time, but then it slicked off down there, and it was all definitely around the fence then.
Well, James, I'm glad you're able to come back here and join us. Looked all over the infield for you. Could not find that 48 car anywhere, so glad we got you out here. But we've had a great crowd watching tonight here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch TV. So if you have anybody out there watching, friends, family, sponsors, whoever may be out there, the floor is all yours, buddy, to thank them all now.
I just got to thank the guys at Driven and then VLR and D1RT for putting this on. It's fun. It's going to be a fun little season here. I'm really looking forward to the rest of it.
Well, I was absolutely right there. James Eden's the number 48 car. He picks up our second place spot here tonight. A really terrific points night, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of James Eden's here in these next couple of weeks. So, Todd, we got all 3 here in the post-race show. That's really good for us. Glad we got James down here, as it looked like he disappeared from the premises, but was able to show back up here. So, was able to chase him down. So, I was going to get all top 3 of our top 3 finishers here on our post-race.
definitely always a good thing, Phil, to get the top 3 here on Full Velocity TV. Again, got to thank our sponsors here for Full Velocity TV, Spotify Firearms, and DirtSeries.com here. We got to thank those guys for coming aboard here on Full Velocity TV. Got to thank VLR. Got to thank D1RT series and Morton's. Fantastic series here tonight. Second race of 8 here. We're going to be moving on to race number 3 next week, Phil. And man, I can't wait to see what track we draw next week, because this one was rather interesting here. But it became top line dominant there towards the end. But man, there's still a lot of tracks out there, and I'm waiting to see what we roll next week.
But we have to wait and see. That it is called the Jackpot Modified Series. We don't know the track here about 30 minutes before race time, and that really gets us scrambling with some stuff. And, you know, I got to take a minute there. Thank our sponsors once again, especially the guys over at DirtSeries.com. For a reason, that one didn't show up in the overlay here tonight. Got to apologize to Earl and Josh and all those guys. But we talk about DirtSeries.com. Well, we're back with them this coming Thursday night. 2 nights from now, the Pro vs. Super Late Model Series takes to the Knoxville Speedway. That is going to be a great time out there in Iowa. You got to come out there. Full Velocity TV here live on Thursday night. Pro vs. Super Series is going to come to you right here live on Facebook Live, YouTube TV, and Twitch TV. So look out for those links, guys, off social media. Of course, find those guys at DirtSeries.com. Dirt-Series.com is how you find them here on the internet. And yeah, great group of guys. Can't wait to go back over there. Also got to thank Spataforto Firearms. Find Brendan over at SpatafortoFirearms.com, located in Troutman, North Carolina. A whole lot of great stuff to look there. Check out the website and get a hold of Brendan. He will certainly take care of you. So thank all the sponsors out there. Got to thank all the gang at VLR, KT, you know, of course, Rocky. Got to thank Steven out there, all the gang over here that makes this all work for us. Todd Stanton and Phil LeCasse going to sign off all night from Full Velocity TV. We'll see you back here Thursday night from the Knoxville Raceway.